Festival of Lights is almost coming to an end, so before we do that, we thought we would share a tried and true latke recipe with Roger Weiss. He is the owner of JJ's Delicatessen in North Scottsdale, and he's here with us. I go to your place. I love it. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so we are starting with latkes, and I bet a lot of people have had potato pancakes. Certain places call them potato pancakes, certain places call them latkes,
yes,
but this is something we do for Hanukkah. So share with us what that is, what Hanukkah is all about.
Well, Hanukkah is a Jewish holiday, festival of lights. We like to eat deep-fried foods. We like to engage in things that we normally don't do on a normal basis.
You always do that on special occasions, right?
Of course, of course. We like to have sweet things as well, so we'll see some sweets. We make some sweets. The latke is a deep-fried potato pancake. We make them in two different sizes. We have our large size and also our mini latkes, which are very, very popular for the kids during the holidays.
Well, let's get started and show us what's involved, because it's actually a pretty simple recipe once you know how to do it.
It is. It's really easy to make. We have everything prepared, really easy just to kind of whip it together. We have Idaho potatoes, eggs, onions, a little bit of salt and pepper, and some baking powder. So what we'll do is we'll first start with some of our potato.
Now, how long ago did you shred these up?
These were shredded about an hour ago.
Okay, because they look so pretty still, because they turn color a lot of the times.
They do, and there's a process that you need to do to make sure that they don't change color, and that is making sure when you skin the potato that you keep it in cold water.
That's the secret.
All right, that's the big one.
Okay.
Very cold water. So now I'm going to add the onion. Okay, we're going to mix
that almost looks like applesauce.
It almost.
You could mistake that and take a big old bite of that. That would be bad.
We've had that happen in the kitchen before, and we laughed.
Yeah, I'm sure I would laugh too.
We like to puree it though, so the onion has a really nice flavor to it. Okay, so after that we add eggs, couple of eggs. Okay, so there were 4 potatoes.
Okay.
1 whole onion, yellow onion, 2 eggs.
Oh, I can smell the onion.
We're going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay.
Now, as you're going and mixing this up, people can sort of think outside the box, because I've seen it done with sweet potatoes, right?
Yes.
And you can really, as long as you have that consistency, you can add pretty much anything.
You can. You can add any kind of flavor you want. We try to stay traditional in the restaurant, but if you like something at home like sweet potatoes, or if you want to make it even a sweeter thing, add applesauce to it, to the inside.
Maybe instead of the onions, the pureed onions? Okay.
Or also sour cream.
Ooh,
put sour cream in there too, and that adds to kind of make it whole and bind it together. So now we're going to mix it. We've got to make sure that it's all mixed and bind it together well, because we're going to use a little scooper to scoop it into our already hot vegetable oil.
Now, what is the consistency that we're looking for? Is there a way to describe it, or?
There is, and I like to say that as we look at the pancake, a large pancake, we like to see sides or walls to the pancake so they're thick, so that the inside has a nice soft consistency, but the outside is crunchy because it's deep fried.
So if you're pounding it down and making that little patty and it's just flattening, then obviously we need to add probably more potatoes because it's too wet.
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. And if it's not wet enough, then you probably need to add a little bit more onion, because onion adds the water. There's lots of water in the onion, and that's what makes it. So now it looks like we're fully combined.
Okay.
Now we want to take a little scooper and make sure that we kind of even it out. We don't want to do a whole scoop, just kind of like a little one.
And with ice cream scooper.
There you go. All right.
Okay.
And our oil is really hot, so we're just going to plop it in there and then press it down.
Okay.
To make that size.
Now, in the past, I've actually done this outside, because you can get that oil. So maybe that's just, you don't want it that hot, or
I
open
would
the
say,
windows.
Yeah, you need to open the windows, and you need to expect that your home is going to smell a little bit like potato latkes for the next couple hours.
Okay, maybe I did something wrong. It smelled like it for days, but it's not a bad smell.
No,
I mean, deep fried potato latkes, not too bad.
Right. So here we are. We're going to make 2 of them. So I have them in the pan. The oil is it's very hot.
How long are we going to keep it like that before we flip it?
We're probably going to be there for another 2 minutes. I'm going to wait for the outside to get a little golden.
Okay.
And once I see that the golden brown comes in, I'm going to try to flip it over and make sure that we don't make a mess.
Okay.
The oil is very dangerous.
Is actually a great stopping point, because fast forward, this is what it's going to turn out like. These are our potato latkes, and of course we're going to make Stephanie try this. It's not like I'm making her eat liver or anything.
You're not making me.
I know, that's what I said. You're going to enjoy this one.
You should say we're going to let Stephanie.
Okay, we're going to let Stephanie try it with applesauce, the way I like it. I'm going to fix it up. You'll like it too. Okay, so, and when we come back, we're going to do that, and then maybe we're going to get started with some noodle kugel, also very sweet. This is my kind of meal right here. That's what I'm talking about.
Noodle